think Fernando Mendoza would be at the strip club, and every time the DJ would play like an air horn or something, he would cover his ears and say loud noises.
What made you like the under?
Have you ever done eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Here's the lineup. Goots, please don't splurge every time I name a name. Gunnar Henderson.
Oh.
She goes on a date with this guy, goes back to his apartment, and he does Muay Thai. And he moves the coffee table out of the way and asks her if he can show her his Muay Thai moves. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this mush bullshit. If I tweet I'm going to bet somebody and something goes horribly wrong or they get injured the next play, it's like, yeah, you mushed him. I get it. Yeah. I believe in the mush. I believe in jinxes. I'm a superstitious guy when it comes to this stuff. So AC Milan is Italy.
And that's Milano. Milan is Milano. Got it.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, steak, sleeveless steak, hatless steak, kind of pasty steak, if I'm being honest with you. You need to get out in that sun. You said it was hot as shit. Are you anti-sun?
That's a stupid ass question from a guy who wears a fucking shirt in a pool.
Yeah, well, the guy that wears a shirt in the pool is after I get sun and I get sunburn. I haven't seen you sunburn in fucking years. Do you get out in the sun?
I'll be at the pool on Sunday. I'll come to Monday's show with a real nice tan for you.
No, so what do you do when you go to the pool if you never have a sunburn or a suntan? Do you lather up in sunscreen? Are you a sunscreen guy?
No, I have sunburn and suntan all the time.
You do?
All the time.
When's the last time you had a sunburn?
It's been a while. I mostly just tan.
You're due. Do you ever rub oil? Not like baby oil, like the tanning oil on you?
No.
All right, confession. I did that when I was young.
When you were young to get tanner? Yeah. No.
Yes.
There's no. Yeah. That's not anywhere near the most sus thing you've said in the last 24 hours.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to say I was obsessed with being tan, but I'm half Irish, half Italian. And like my Italian side gets absorbed the tan really well. And I used to always think like I looked better when I was tan. So I would always try to get as much tan as possible. So I definitely did that. But then all of a sudden something changed and I like hated being oily. Then I was like, it's weird. It's like, you grow up, like you hate certain foods and you like certain food. Not like you, tomatoes, you'll never grow out of that. But like I hated olives and mustard when I was a kid and pickles.
Yeah.
I love them now. Like all of a sudden
mustard
the opposite.
And pickles slap so hard.
Yeah. Did you not like anything like that when you were a kid that you like now?
I really hated onions, and now I think they're the best thing ever.
Yeah. Onions on a sandwich are great. That's like a must-have for my wife. If I go get her a sandwich and they forget onions, it'll fuck her up.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Good to see you. It's great to be with you. It's Friday, last stream of the week, May 8th. I almost thought it was your birthday. It's not your birthday. It's just your birthday month. Can we please talk about the OKC refs? Want to hear y'all's take. Gabriel Israel. I don't know why you capitalized every letter in that of every word in that sentence, unless it's a book title.
But it worked. But it worked because you read it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is interesting. Steak brought it to my attention. I did a quick tweet and a blurb on it. I don't know. Like I'm trying to be cognizant of people who watch this show. And how what they're listening to and what they hear me yap about. We're here for 2 hours. The first 30 minutes, we always blabber and bullshit and recap. And Steak sent me two clips, maybe. One no call on LeBron, and then one of Chet flopping. And I told him, I was like, listen, I don't know how much more I can speak on this without it becoming like, oh, here he goes again. Because we've had some people in here who have been around a long time. We have some people in here who are pretty new. So you always kind of have to repeat things to just remind people like where you stand, what you think, whatever. I have been talking about this for years and years about how bad flopping is. And it's only getting worse. And I can't stand a select number of NBA fans who it's just like anything in life. It's tribalism. You are so passionate about something, whether it's religion, politics, etc., shit we really can't talk about. People get that way about sports. and they can't criticize it. And so the response I get, if you're not trying to get a foul call, you're not, that's part of the game. You need to try to get to the line. You need to try to get free throws. Don't watch it, blah, blah, blah. All this shit I tweeted about. So I'm out of gas. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, you know what Chet did yesterday? It's awful. I've seen LeBron do it countless times. I've seen a lot of players do it. Everybody does it. And that's my whole problem with LeBron as the face of the league. He can put an end to it. You can do anything you want in life. Why can't an NBA superstar have done this 10, 15, 20 years ago? Then say, hey, you know what? Basketball's physical. It's not soccer. Why can't anyone do that? Why? Like, you guys all just accept that because that's how the players play the game and that's how the refs call the game. And you guys just sit there like a bunch of bitches complaining at me because I lick the fucking side of a wine bottle and wear a pool shirt when I get sunburned, and instead don't acknowledge that I got a fucking great take. And now it's become popular. Now it's mainstream. Now you got everybody on Twitter talking about how bad the flopping is. Fuck you. Not you, Steak. I'm talking about the NBA fans that all of a sudden want to act like this is a problem. It's been a problem. You could have nipped it in the bud, and you didn't. You just sat there and jerked your fucking league off. That's what you did. So I'm done. I got nothing else to say about this. By the way, I made a cup of tea. I'm going to go pour it. You go ahead.
I think the most interesting thing about the officiating in the NBA isn't the flopping, because we all know it exists. Ironically, I think the guy who created it is not LeBron James. I knew you were going to bring LeBron James into it. I think the guy who created it was on a basketball court yesterday playing basketball, and I think it's James Harden. As far back as I can remember, James Harden is the guy to shoot the jumper and then flail or kick his legs out to try to make contact with the defender. He's the guy I remember creating it. So watching him struggle so much in today's NBA is kind of hilarious because he's the guy.
Let me stop you.
You don't have to stop me because I'm not going to go into a James Harden rant yet. The problem with officiating, aside from flopping, because like you said, it's kind of like beating a dead horse, or it's very obvious. That's true, but it's inconsistent. It's also inconsistent. It's like on one side, you're calling some of the most ticky-tacky, soft bullshit fouls ever, but on another side, you're allowing like the most amount of contact I've ever seen. So it's not just that it's a lot of flopping, because it is, but then sometimes through massive stretches of playoff games all across the league, they let them play. And that's what confuses me. It's like you let Jalen Duren and Wendell Carter play all series. You let Jalen Williams use a lot of body on LeBron James on that play. I'm sorry. But then on the other side, SGA gets touched barely and he's getting a foul call, or Chet Holmgren is flopping all over the floor and he's getting a foul call. My problem is this is the last team that needs help. The Oklahoma City Thunder are so good. So good. Insanely good. Almost looking like unbeatable good. Why did they need the extra calls from the refs? It's crazy. I just want consistency. Like, if it's going to be a lame-ass, ticky-tacky foul league, call it that way in every single game all the time.
Yeah, excellent take. I don't disagree. And you're not wrong about James Harden. James Harden is an abuser. And there's different types of flopping and foul baiting. His was a driving to the lane. He would even lose the ball and he would just throw up his hands, and he still gets these calls. I've seen him get calls in game one. He just drives to the lane and just like I don't know why the refs are just programmed to be like, when James Harden comes in the lane, if he throws his head back or goes like this with his hands, it's a foul. But I think you're wrong. You know who I think the guy is that started it? And old heads could tell me it's Reggie Miller, it's somebody else. Paul Pierce.
Oh, Paul Pierce is a good one.
Paul Pierce is a great one because Paul Pierce was the first guy to ever fake a shot. The defender would leave their feet, and he would not even try to make the shot. He would just throw himself into him and go like this. I almost think that's undeniable. I think he is the culprit of that, but it's not the only way to go about foul baiting and flopping.
It's not, because I want to be clear. If you're diving into the player on a pump fake, that shouldn't be allowed, but you can't leave your feet as a defender. So if you get your defender in the air, you should jump up and try to shoot a shot. And that's just a no fucking brainer. That's not my issue with officiating. Like, that's
I don't know that I totally agree with the defender not being able to leave their feet to jump to block a basketball. I don't think that's
if you leave your feet, and you are susceptible to doing exactly what you're fouling someone.
Well, 100%. Yes, you can still go up for the shot if you draw a foul, but like guys who go like this and then just throw themselves off to the side to try to get the foul is crazy. the what you just said about the Thunder, this team doesn't need it. That's also what I felt about LeBron James. He's so big.
Sure.
He's so physical. He's so talented. He does not need ticky-tacky calls. It is almost impossible to defend him. He is so good. He's the best. I'm happy to admit that. I'm not happy to admit that, but I will admit that. His style of flopping was the soccer flopping. His style of flopping was the Chet. I mean, you can go on YouTube and watch clips of this, and I know Corco and all these people are going to get so upset. It would be where you would like kind of go like this, and he would go, oh, oh, you hit my lip. Oh, my eye. We've seen the funny one that came when he was like this on the court, and he goes like that. You know what I'm talking about, to like see if he gets the call. Yeah. That's what LeBron did, and it was frustrating, but he is not the only one at all. Let me ask you a question, and I don't know that anybody has done this. Yeah, this is the annoying thing. I don't know if they'll shoot him up as being sarcastic or not, but this is the annoying thing, and that's why I'm done. I'm done fighting the fight. I'm done trying to fix the sport. Hey, don't watch basketball. Fine. You guys go ahead and watch it, and you're going to have other people bitch about it because it's already happening. It's already happening. Here's the thing, though, and we don't talk about this. I'd like to talk about it. Maybe you and I can take it upon ourselves to make a list, not right now. Who are the all-time greats at not flopping? I always thought Kawhi was really good at not flopping. Like he was never kind of a diva on the court. I don't know. I mean, like not like old guy or older guys, like guys like right now.
Yeah. What are the parameters? Like 2000 and on?
I would say let's try to be like guys that are playing right now.
Oh, guys that are playing in the NBA right now.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards is a great one.
Ant is a good one. Allen Iverson's not playing right now, but I'd love that answer. Playing right now.
Young Jay, this is not, no, they haven't. Come on. No, they haven't. For 50 plus years.
No, yes, they have. 50 might be a stretch, but they've been bitching about officiating for sure.
Everybody has bitched about officiating. Things get worse.
Sport. Yeah.
Correct. But it's getting worse is the problem. Nobody's been bitching about it like this. It's getting worse.
Honestly, Cade is a good one. I don't think Cade's a flopper.
I would agree with you, but also if you went to the schoolyard and talked about games in middle school, in high school, etc., you didn't go and bitch about the officiating. You didn't. I don't know what to tell you, but no.
Is Steph Curry a flopper?
I don't really know.
I don't really think he is.
Carmelo wasn't really a flopper. He was a bit of a like a little bit of one. That's another one. Dwight Howard does that
at all.
Who?
I don't think Carmelo Anthony was a flopper.
Wayne Ellington is hilarious. Oh, D Rose is a good one.
I don't really recall Dame Lillard being that much of a flopper. Is Giannis a flopper?
No.
Because why would he flop to get to the foul line? So it takes 36 seconds to shoot a free throw and then miss it.
But anyways, it would be a good conversation. We don't have to harp on it too much. A couple of things to acknowledge. Kaprizov resubscribed. You put a bunch of goat emojis. We appreciate you. Pour honey on me, goat. Total Slayer 30 streams. Props and Chops 7. Degen Love 5 months. Been subscribed 11 months. So confusing. Lil Shoot 'em Up 5 stream streak. P. Ruck 5 stream. Clam Mucker. It's 39 months. Appreciate all you guys. Welcome to the Book It Sports Twitch and YouTube channels if you're watching or on our Twitters. This is the Board Review. We're here every weekday, 10 a.m. And chat hates Giannis. Fuck him. Tim Duncan. Yeah, I don't think Tim Duncan flopped.
No, I don't think. There's a lot of guys in that era, though. That's what I'm saying. We can name guys in that era for days.
So good question. I have not spoken on Long Island University. We're in a content.
Well, wait, let's say real quick. His lawyers advised him not to speak on the LIU scandal. So I'll be speaking for Jeff on this matter, and we would like to plead the fifth on this one. Please no longer ask questions about Long Island University. Well,
that's very funny, but in all seriousness, I'm going to make a video in a response to the article. I'm not going to come up here and sit like I'm acting like I'm some Long Island super fan, but obviously it was very fun to have a little bit of contribution to their boost and their bump for how much of a little, a darling they were in March Madness. And it would be cool if they were only on the rise because they're in my backyard. You can go to games. I'm 15-minute city bike away. And now this sucks, right? They're on probation for 3 years. They were obviously going to start probably making some money. They got to get fined. They got to pay a portion of their profits, etc. They came down pretty hard on them. I'm going to give some thoughts in a humorous way because it says there are thousands of athletes ineligible. I just don't even know how that's possible. That Long Island University has thousands of athletes. I truly don't. So I'll do a video response to that. And you'll get my thoughts and you'll see what I say. I wanted to tell you something. I realized yesterday I was walking around. Where was I? I think I was heading back home. I had to run in to the city for a few hours. I was heading back home. There was no Yap. I think there was a BTL yesterday. I didn't get to listen to most of it. And I saw Snowman was on his cooking stream. He cooked a great steak, by the way. Snowman cooking a steak. Haha. And I remembered, I was like, you know what? You guys streamed together when I was gone, and I didn't listen to any of it. I couldn't. I was in the woods. So I was like, let me go back and listen to it. So I went back and listened to the first half of you and Snowman. You did a great job, by the way. Snowman was excellent. I don't know that I truly gave like a tip of the cap or an appreciation to Snowman coming on with the mustache.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
It was because you didn't watch it. It wasn't your fault.
Right.
But I'm glad actually that you went back and saw it because it was crazy the way he came on.
It was great. Snowman, that was excellent. You did a phenomenal job. Snowman's a goat, as the kids would say. But I do have one more thing. I only made it halfway through. I was getting wrecked for my Burger King visit while I was in California. And I just have to make something clear because there was part of the conversation was Jeff Sunday would rip me a new asshole if I went to Burger King on vacation. Well, yeah, of course, if you went out of your way to go to Burger King on vacation, like, sure. I was driving from San Francisco to the woods. We were hungry. I had no idea how much food was or was not going to be there. When we got to the camping area, glamping, whatever, we said, we're going to stop as soon as we see an exit. I told you there's no rest stops in California. It blows my mind. There's one every 20 miles in New Jersey. There's one town. I think it's called Oakdale. We pulled off and there was a Taco Bell and a Burger King. And my wife and I were Taco Bell'd out. We had Taco Bell like twice in the last couple of weeks. So we're like, fuck it. We were not excited about trying the Burger King. I am not a Burger King guy. Just wanted to be on the record. And I said this in my tweet, I think it was more of a California thing than a Burger King thing. That was a fresh, clean, delicious Burger King experience all the way around. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah. So the picture you took of the burger was actually really impressive. Like, I think you've really stepped up your food photography game. That has to be mentioned. Really good picture. The meat looked fake to me. And I'm not just saying that to be funny. That didn't look like real burger meat to me.
It was interesting because I thought the burger looked pretty good. I thought maybe I could have taken a better picture if I kind of like scooted it up a little bit, but whatever. The picture was fine.
No, the picture was really good.
People were commenting on the meat, and I zoomed in and I was like, that meat does look really weird. It looked like there was like oats on it. Somebody said that Burger King had gone away from real meat and had done Impossible meat or something. I don't think that's true.
Not true.
I don't know. But again, the star of the show was the toppings, like the pickles and the onions. Everything was so fresh. It was farm fresh. And I put that in the tweet too. The meat was fine, but that was interesting because I'm like, wait a minute, is this real meat? Is it fake meat? It did look very weird. Yeah.
Let me run through a list real quick. Caprazob 20, resub 20 months. Props and Chop 7 stream streak. Degen La resubbed 11 months. Lil
Steak, I did all this. I did all that. Are you fucking with me?
I didn't hear you do that one time.
Yeah.
You did Clam Lucker, Brock D, Captain Hook props. You did all this?
Did the whole thing.
I believe you, dude. Chat, did he do this already?
Absolutely did it.
I need 1 or 2 people that I trust to confirm.
Well, looks like Proper Padge is already laughing at you.
Yeah, lads doesn't believe it.
Trust fucking yeah, lads. Steak got dementia. Steak's got something. I think he smoked too much weed when he was younger. It can fuck up memory loss. But I also I do think sometimes when it's not Steak's turn to talk, most of his focus goes into what the chat is saying, and he just doesn't hear me speak.
I just heard everything you said about the burger. You want me to repeat it to you? I'll repeat what you said.
No, I believe you. You were locked in on the burger.
Better picture. There's no rest stops in
California. This isn't helping you.
Why? I listened to everything you said.
I gave 13 fucking shout outs in the stream and you didn't hear one of them.
Okay, that's the only thing I didn't hear, though. That's
the only thing.
It's the only thing. I heard your whole fucking thing about Burger King. Rude. You didn't say this. Rude bets.
Rude boy.
Welcome to While We're Arguing. This is all we fucking do. So if you're here, this is what we fucking do. This isn't rare.
Look at Freeze is over there in Rude Bets' stream. What's up, Freeze? Good to see you. What's up, Rude Bets? Welcome. Yes, if you want to go from listening to Rude Bets, who I tapped in, that's what the kids would say. Tapped into his stream this morning for a little bit as I was getting ready for this show. He seems like a much sharper and smarter home run better than we are. It sounds like he's having some success too. So great job. Steak and I bet home runs kind of just like what our balls are telling us, I guess. We don't really know too much about matchups and everything like that.
When my balls match up with Rude Bet system, I get excited. Like I want my balls to be on the same page as Rude Bets. Does that make sense?
Well, of course. Yeah. Always want your balls on the side of Rude Bets. Everybody knows that. That's gambling 101. Jeff Gaslighting Sunday, very funny. Rude Bets, thanks for the raid again. Welcome everybody. We're going to talk about baseball today. We also going to talk a little lacrosse. Krabs is going to come on. PLL is starting up, I think today, and Krabs will be coming on. I believe we have him set for 11:30, so we'll end with that. We're not the biggest lacrosse guys, but we're going to keep an open mind to it, especially because we're on the Book It Sports channel, and I think we already kind of grabbed onto a team. I think I'm gonna go with New York. Who did you go with?
Denver Outlaws.
Oh, you're a Denver guy. You got family there.
Yeah, I got 3 sisters, nephews, nieces, all sorts of stuff going on in Denver. So if there's no team in Florida, there's no team even close to Florida. If I had a question for the guy from the PLL, I'd want to say, why haven't you tapped into the Florida market? I'd like to know why. Or maybe I'll ask Krabs. Go ahead.
That's fascinating because where I went to school, people were big into lacrosse, big. The Northeast is a different beast, and I guess the Midwest could be big too. But yeah, Florida needs a lacrosse team. Big.
That's what I'm gonna become the guy. Bring PLL to Florida.
I like that. That's a pretty good push. Steak. There was something I wanted to talk about before we got into it. The college basketball tournament. I saw Snowman retweeted it and mentioned something about it. I haven't done a deep dive on this in terms of all the specifics or whatnot. Does this just kind of, does anybody like this?
I didn't see anyone liking it. So it was 12 play-in games. Is that the correct math?
I think so. I think there's like
play-in teams or 12 play-in games.
There's like 16 seeds playing each other, or eight games with 16 seeds. Is that what it is, or something like that?
It's funny because we went to Dayton for the first 4, really enjoyable experience. And while I was there, I remember saying to myself, like, it's so easy to get here. It's so cheap. It's so like such an affordable thing. I could see myself coming to do this every year. If I got to watch fucking 16 versus 16 matchup or whatever it's going to be, I will respectfully pass. No fucking shot.
I just don't really know. I get it. It's just more money. But at what point is there not like nobody has a soul? Nobody that wears a suit and makes decisions in any company or corporation has a soul or cares about the fans, the customer, the consumer. Because it's like, hey, do you think this is a good idea? Or maybe they just think, they don't know what they want. They'll bitch about it, but then we'll do it and it's going to work and it's going to like it. So I don't know. I mean, I get what people are saying. It's more hoops, it's more games, but do I want to watch NC State and fucking God, who did Howard play? Oh, that was brutal.
Prairie View A&M.
Oh God. Oh, well, I wanted much more of that. No, I don't. That's not.
There's also a super white school. I forget the name. One really white school.
Lehigh?
Might have been Lehigh. Yeah, might have been Lehigh.
I don't know.
They had a white center that was just Jake LaRavia or whatever. He was the worst you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think my biggest gripe is I hate when we get to the point of the end of the year where a team with a big name has an awful year and you start playing the game like, yeah, I know Auburn's 15-15 and they were in the Final Four last year, but look how hard their schedule was, man. It was so hard. Who cares if they lost to every single good team they played because their schedule is so hard. And in a scenario like this, Auburn gets in, and that just kind of pisses me off because I saw someone comment something that really I thought was great. It said, just start the tournament in November then. Let's just not have a regular season. What the fuck are we doing? The top 76 teams? Why do we have a season? 15-15 Auburn gets in from the SEC. The season's fucking pointless once you keep adding teams to this tournament.
I also, on a good note, I heard that they are discussing potentially removing conference championships games from college football. Now, I don't know. Nothing is official because this would make major headlines, I believe. But I think this is coming up, and this would be a great thing if they did that. I.e., the last Big Ten conference champ. Yeah, Snowman, you're pretty tapped in. Did you hear that as well? Because I believe I did. DJ,
yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
DJ, it's more opportunities to run back the no OT and root stakes ticket again. I wasn't rooting against stake necessarily. It was late. It was late. And now there's just going to be.
Had to get back to that Dayton Marriott.
Yeah, it was a good hotel. Great hotel.
No complaints.
Great hotel. All right. Can we recap Trent's performance last night at some point on the stream? I didn't watch Trent play poker. Poker streams are not really my thing. I like playing poker.
I saw him get I saw him be a river rat. That's about all I saw.
What does that mean? I think I know what it means.
He needed to get a king on the river, and he got one to save him in the tournament. I think he was all in at this point. I want to say he was against Sydney Thomas, which is no comment.
Is she the girl with the?
She's the girl with the.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure at that point when he rivered the king, he had another bullet because they give him 2 bullets of 100K. That he got bailed out.
So how do you do, Goots? I didn't see much after that.
He was fine. He's when he's locked in, he's not very talkative, and you could tell he was just sitting there, just ripping his jewel, just trying to pay attention to everything going on the table. But I mean, he did all right. He did okay. Did the best he could. He got his money in. He got his money in good at points. He just got unlucky.
Who won?
I saw who won. I think his last name. I forget his name. I think it was Jackson something.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, I don't know what his first name is. I don't know if Jackson is his first name or his last name, but he was up against Vegas Matt at the end.
I thought it was interesting to see the odds and how much respect Trent got in that tournament.
It's because he's been there like 50 times. He's a vet.
Has he ever won?
No. He's probably the guy that has played in this the most amount of times.
That's
I lied, by the way.
Are you Jose Canseco fans? Do you guys like Jose Canseco?
Yeah.
So his daughter was playing in it, and he went all in against her with a shit hand. And he looked at her, he's like, you understand what I'm doing, right? He's trying to double her up. He doubled her up with a shit hand. And he's like, and on the mic, the hot mic, he's like, you understand what I'm doing, right, Jesse? Crazy.
I don't like that.
He might not get invited back.
He might not.
He just did that just now?
He did that on the stream.
Like yesterday?
Yeah, he was at the table with her. They can't put her at the same table as him.
Oh, no,
Crazy.
I hate to say it. I love Trent. You can't play poker in any tournament if you're trying to just help out another person.
I know, it's crazy.
You can't do that.
Crazy. Jose Canseco.
That's bad.
Cheater always.
That's really bad. Trent was. Does Trent have like social anxiety?
No.
Oh, because you said he got nervous and was ripping.
No, he doesn't get
my
nervous.
Wi-Fi not working.
No, it was me. It was me. It's my fault.
Everything's fine.
He doesn't get nervous. He just likes to stay locked in because he's not like the greatest poker player. So he tries to pay attention to everything going on.
Okay.
And sometimes that means less talkative and focusing on the jewel and yeah. And he's got Sydney Thomas in his face too.
I was going to say maybe the social anxiety came from Sydney Thomas.
No, he doesn't have social anxiety. No.
Yeah, because Trent is a funny dude.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead.
I got nothing.
Oh, I thought Goose was about to say something. I can I hear you? Yeah, you were freezing up a little bit. I thought maybe it was me too. Is nobody going to say it? Because I mean, I can't. I was talking about how good Trent is at shaking his ass, so I can't keep glazing Trent. But is nobody going to say it?
No one's gonna say it, bro. Go ahead and say it.
You don't think Trent looked great last night?
He looked
great. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why are you so weird on stream, Steak. You're never like this in real life. You get so
Bro, I didn't.
so awkward.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? I didn't even know what you were gonna say. How the fuck could I be weird? I didn't know what you were gonna say. Didn't know what you were gonna say. Trent looked great. Are you happy? You want me to say that?
And I said it, and you go.
It's just, bro. You have been.
Why are you so uncomfortable? You can't be so anti-Red Sox fan.
You have either been licking a wine bottle by the shaft or glazing Trent.
Is he freezing?
I'm gonna have. Is it me?
Not you, Steak.
It's not me.
I don't know. I
Jeff
can't.
Sunday?
Really. Is that
It's
Steak?
fucking Jeff.
Jeff, your Wi-Fi's bad.
It's me.
Yeah, leave and come
Just
back.
let it reconnect. Just give it a
Okay,
second.
I'll talk. Let me do the talking. Jeff has been glazing Trent for 24 hours straight, talking about him twerking, how good he is at shaking his ass, how good he looks in a suit. And in between that, we did a Pickett show where he literally licked the wine bottle by the shaft. And he's telling me that I'm weird. There's something wrong with the way I'm behaving. That's crazy. But just to be clear, Trent looked great in that suit. He's also lost a ton of weight. But the glazing out of you has been crazy. How we doing now? Can you hear me?
It's yeah.
We're good.
It's two things. I didn't bring up Trent's ass shaking necessarily. We were talking about power in softball, and I was like, "Oh, it's interesting that he doesn't have power." Why? There you go again. You keep rubbing your hand in your face.
Because you said he would have the best odds on the team to hit a home run. That's just more.
I said he'd be up there. I said he'd be up there. Yeah, I said he'd be up there.
You are doing just fucking magician tricks on it. It is crazy.
I'm really not. I just think Trent gets 99% of the things people say about Trent are negative. He gets thousands of people in his DMs saying they want to kill him. He should be burned alive. All these mean things. I'm just saying we can't. I like to throw compliments every now and then. There should be a little bit of a balance.
Well, you've taken that to an extreme.
I really haven't taken it to an extreme. I just thought it should be mentioned. I thought that was a great suit choice by Trent, and he looks sharp. He's lost a lot of weight. Good for him. If you did the same fucking thing, I would say the same thing about you. Be like, wow, look at Steak in a fucking suit. He looks fucking sharp.
As someone who sees him every single day, it is nice to see him wear something other than a polo with that Thunder hat. So I appreciated the suit.
Yeah, the
him
same
thinking
hat.
about his outfit.
I'm sure you're not going to be surprised to hear this, Goots, but as a guy with 100 hats, the same hat thing really actually pisses me off, especially when it's white. Like, you can't wear the same white dingy hat. Fruity posted a picture of them all together, and he's wearing that same fucking Thunder hat.
That Thunder hat has been this.
Bruh.
He has other hats. He just has not stopped wearing that one.
This is Rich coming from Steak, who wore the same 3 hats for a month on.
No, it has no. I didn't. Nowhere close, brother.
You want me to?
I have plenty of hats, Steak. It's just I don't wear other teams' hats like you do, so I'm limited at that.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But the same, if you wore the same white Orioles hat every day and it was starting to look like a little piss colored, I'd have to say something.
Yeah, well, I do wear the white Orioles hat I'm wearing right now a good bit, but it doesn't smell bad.
We need to get eyes on it.
I'll chirp Trent. You want me to chirp Trent? Keep it 100. Yeah. When he went to a game sitting courtside against the Thunder, I don't remember exactly which one it was, but he wore dirty, like beat up Air Force Ones or Jordans.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a Trent thing. It's like a younger generation thing. I think that like the younger beat up Air Force Ones or Jordans was like kind of a look. That was never a look. You sure?
I don't think you're ever supposed to wear the shoes looking like that courtside.
No. Hold on. That's not what I'm saying. I'm going to get there in a second. Was wearing dirty, beat up Air Force Ones or Jordans a look?
Not to me, but I'm 36 years old.
Okay. That's still really not what I'm asking, but okay. No. Well, a look is keeping stickers on your hat. A look was keeping the fucking things on your shoes. I thought that was a look. Like, oh, my shoes are dirty. The dirtier they are, they're worn.
You're talking about the off-whites. That was a look, yes.
Yes. So I thought that was a look. Okay, we're getting people in the chat that are saying that's not a look. That to me, if I was Trent's friend, I would have never let him go sit courtside with those beat up trash ass shoes. Like you got to get a new pair of shoes if you're going to sit courtside for a fucking NBA playoff game. That would have been my take. Shall we recap last night's games?
Yeah, I think so. But we don't need, do we need to recap NBA or do we do enough? I mean, we could shit on James Harden a little bit.
I guess we can just basically say it was never the Cavs. Fake sharp as shit.
Never the Cavs. I mean, what is James Harden's awful. Donovan Mitchell played pretty good, but did you see the clip I sent you where Dean Wade's yelling at him about not going through the screen? Like, Donovan Mitchell is a bitch, and the Cavs are pathetic. This is just pathetic. I'm wondering if they even really wanted to win that fucking Game 7 against the Raptors. Can't tell if our Wi-Fi is fucked up. Can you hear me? Jeff?
I don't. Fuck. Yeah, but I think I'm having a problem. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, yeah, just long pauses. The chat saying it's you. You want to leave and come back? Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know what there is to say about the Cavs at this point. I definitely got cold feet about them yesterday. The Pistons seem like a team who came out of their 7-game series ready to, I guess, play a different style of basketball. The thing is that I don't feel like the Detroit Pistons are even playing that well. Like, I'm not shitting on them at all. Nothing bad to say about the Pistons, but have we gotten a great Cade game in the first 2 games? Tobias Harris on a roll. I don't even know what to say about Tobias Harris because I don't think anyone thought it was possible to get this good of Tobias Harris for this many games in a row in the playoffs. He's been impressive. Duncan Robinson is shooting the ball better, and Jenkins is coming off the bench and contributing. But I think if you're a Pistons fan, you'd probably say, like, no, I don't feel like we played our best game in either one of these games. And we still up 2-0. We're still up 2-0. Donovan Mitchell has 30-something points, but he's still not playing defense. He's getting bitched at by Dean Wade, which is just hilarious. Like, if you haven't seen the clip, you have to go watch the clip of Dean Wade bitching at Donovan Mitchell for not fighting through a screen. The Cavs, completely different team coming out of a 7-game series with the Toronto Raptors after going up 2-0. I think no one expected it, but originally I thought this was going to be a really hard-fought series. But now, after seeing the Pistons go up 2-0 at home, I'm not even sure that I'm expecting. I mean, I guess the Cavs get 1. But do I think the Cavs get 2? Not really. Yeah. I don't even know how many turnovers James Harden had last night. I didn't feel like that was his main issue. He literally couldn't hit shots. He's not hitting shots. There was a fast break with James Harden where somebody got a steal, hit James Harden on the outlet. He's going down the court, and then he pulls up completely and restarts the offensive possession. Like, he looks completely lost out there. And, like, I'm not a James Harden fan, but this is extra bad. It's like, I've never seen him look this bad. He's been bad in the playoffs. I saw the Nick Wright tweet about, like, 25% of his playoff games, he has more turnovers than field goals made, but he just looks so bad. It's almost to the point where you're thinking, like, this team would be, not that it makes any sense to say this, but this team would be much better with Darius Garland out there for sure. And then for the Lakers, I mean, there's not much to recap. I feel like we recapped the entire game was about officiating. You could say whatever you want. OKC shot 26 free throws. Lakers shot 21. It wasn't that it was that bad of a discrepancy, but some of the calls OKC was getting versus some of the calls LeBron specifically was not getting. And I never, ever in my life bitch about LeBron not getting calls. There was a couple where it felt like he was getting hammered. And if you foul SGA like that, like, you're getting reviewed for a flagrant at minimum. So I thought the officiating was bad. Everyone who said it was Austin Reeves' bounce back game, you nailed that. Good job. It always was the Austin Reeves bounce back. I did hit a Lakers first half money line bet if you want to glaze me for that. And then it all fell apart completely. I think the Thunder won the second half. What's up?
Keep cooking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're back. I'm reviewing the same game we reviewed already.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. I'm checking on you. Are you good? Can you hear me?
Fuck, checking on me like I got my leg chopped off? Yeah, I'm fucking back. I restarted my computer and I'm back. Why'd you stop talking?
That's great. I don't remember what I was saying. Got distracted. Anyways, Thunder win the second half. The Lakers have no chance in this series.
Oh, glaze you for your Lakers first half bet. Nice job.
Sick hit. Yeah, sick hit. LeBron's probably not having a triple-double in these playoffs, but at this point, I'm committed to the bit. Jake LaRavia is a terrorist, and the Lakers have a very, very bad roster.
Yeah. No, that was a good. I saw your tweet, the donations, and I was like, I thought usually you do the game spread, money line, and then your LeBron James. What do you call it? Trip dub.
Trip dub.
I hate that. Oof.
Yeah.
It's better than Trippy Dubby. And then I was like, wait a minute, there's 2+ signs. What is that? And you took the first half money line, and I didn't stay up for the game, but I looked it up this morning and I saw they won by 1 point. And I was like, hell yeah, Steak won his fucking first half bet. So nice job. Yeah, Degen was great. Okay. Jeff, look in the mirror next time you want to bet hard in the playoffs. Yeah, fair. I deserve it. That was a horrible. It couldn't be any worse. I tweeted yesterday the clip of the Manchester by the Sea thing where the guy tries to, pull the gun and in the police station, and it didn't like go crazy numbers or anything like that. But like one of the first comments I got was a guy saying, "Aren't you overreacting a bit?" And I'm like,
that's crazy. But dude,
that's crazy.
He still got supporters, man. So does Kevin Durant. You got to be careful.
Oh, I know. I think I might be on to James Harden burner. He commented. It's all the way at the bottom. He said something about he called me like a goofy, big-headed ass. Something, which is not, it wasn't even that great of a chirp.
No,
but I looked at the comments.
Accurate.
Yeah, but I looked at the comments. Some are pretty vulgar, but he's like going after anybody who criticizes James Harden. And it's like, well, you never know with the KD stuff. You never know who is and isn't using a burner.
He would probably be the second most likely player in the NBA to have a burner, I would think.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I'm just like, yeah, I see it on one side, but also at the other end, I'm like, I don't really think he cares. Like, he might just not care. I don't think he cares about defending his legacy. But anyways.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but the last few days we've had a guy named Winky Binky come in here and say, I'm so winked up.
I have, absolutely. And I've said probably a couple days ago, or maybe his first comment was like, my binky is so winky. I said, let's get that guy out of here. And nobody's acted on it.
Why would we get him out of here? He's fucking winked up right now.
He's great. It's great. Yeah. Keep him in. Who else wants to come into the fucking show and talk about Winky Binkies? Hang around.
We only need one Winky guy. Two Winky guys is too many Winky guys.
That's how it starts. Just so you're aware. You're all fucking paranoid, freaking out about the hantavirus yesterday. Just so you know, this is how it starts. You get one person infected with Winky Binky. The next thing you know, everybody thinks it's okay. They start spreading Winky Binky. I like to cut that shit out. You don't.
I just would like to say, just so you know, my old dog, is so old and fat that he comes in here when I stream, he gets stuck. He rolls over to his side, cannot roll over back to his legs. So he's just stuck there.
You gonna help him?
Yeah, no, he's figuring it out. It's all good. You gotta let them figure these things out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Trent has a gift, Mr. Winky Binky. I don't know what's going on with the Mr. Winky Binky. That shit. But hey, God forbid
dude. I like Winky Binky.
What do you like about Winky? This is why
he comes in here. He comes in here and he says one thing one time. He's not annoying and he leaves. He just comes in here. He tells you he's winked up and he's out. That was it.
Yeah. There was a guy used to come and do that before you started streaming. I think his name was Nate Dogg, and he would just come in and say penis.
Yeah. What do you think it's like to be in Rude Bet's stream talking about plus EV home runs and just logic and, bets, and then you come in, you raid this and we're doing this?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know what, like, maybe I would say probably 97% of the people have left after they listened to us talk for a few minutes.
When I said I want my balls to match up with Rude Bet's system, immediately 16 people left.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just a total different like tone. And it's like, all right, these guys are, I don't know what they're doing. I'll tell you what though. Oh my God.
They're betting home runs. What the fuck you mean you don't know what they're
doing? I keep telling you, I put the Wake Up Barstool on the TV. I like to see what people are talking about, and oh my God, I think I'm done. My wife, it was so bad. My wife was like, she was like in the bathroom getting ready. She's like, what the fuck are you watching? Dude, I've said this before. Mark Titus is so bad. And,
yeah, he is
and bad. It sucks because like I like him and I liked him as a guest. He's like a better coordinator than a coach. He's so bad. And then like today they're talking about breakfast foods and but sometimes I think I'm like, people probably listen to the show and they probably feel the way I feel about listening to these guys talk about this shit. They probably feel like it when we talk about shit that's not,
100%. 100%. Speaking of which, should we maybe get into some games?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be.
Dude, that scared the fuck out of me.
I got so scared. I thought
we got scared too.
So scared. I thought Binky Winky hacked the mainframe.
Figured you'd like to see that, Jeff.
I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired.
Dude,
I am winked up, dude.
that scared the shit. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you're right. I thought someone came through my computer.
Oh my god, that was scary. I was like, damn, Trent's at fucking in Degen's apartment.
Got y'all winked up.
Gooch, was that you?
Yeah, who else would it be?
I don't know. A Trent? Mr.
wow.
Baby.
You're rattled. Trent
Trent's probably
is
still at the tables from the night before.
Also, I don't know what it was. I got scared before I even saw what was on my screen. That volume, Steak, was that volume louder for you?
It was really loud. It was scary.
I was like just leaning in to go into fucking pick it too, and then it was, bitch, I heard what I said. That was good. Yeah, that got me. I said what I said. Yeah. Is that what the song says? That's kind of a good song.
Oh, dude. Fucking Goots.
What?
You just like Goots probably doesn't know that song.
Oh, you're
I know that song.
Thing.
You know that song.
What does it say? Bitch, I said what I said. I don't know.
I'd rather be famous instead.
Doesn't know 8 Mile though. Okay, we're moving on. We don't have time for this.
It's just shit music.
That's crazy.
Gooch, do you know petit. That's the
I think so. I don't know. I couldn't tell you who sings it.
You like Bruno Mars, Goots?
Yeah.
I like Bruno Mars. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get into the baseball board, Jeff?
No, we should talk basketball.
Talk basketball first. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. That's the worst song ever created, by the way, of all time. Sixers tonight at home, -1, -1.5, depending on where you look. The Knicks are, I believe, without OG Anunoby. Can anybody confirm or deny?
I really think they're without OG Anunoby, and the line would certainly tell you they're without OG.
So does this also mean that Embiid's playing?
I know that's a very good question. So what I'm seeing is OG game time decision, Mitchell Robinson game time decision, Hart game time decision, Embiid game time decision.
If the Knicks are 7,
like to me, sorry to cut you off. The purpose of sitting out Embiid in game 2 is because you knew he was going to play game 3.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
And also, I was just going to say, like the 7.5, the Knicks are 7.5 with Embiid in New York. You got to think that the line kind of correlates a little if the Knicks would be like -1.5 with Embiid playing in Philly, and then the switch to the Sixers being a fave if you remove OG from the equation. So that's my way of breaking it down. But that's fine. We'll just move on and try to cap the game as best as we can. Pickett showing that you've got more bets and money on the Knicks, 58% bet, 74% of the money, a little bit sharper, although I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense if the line flipped. Paul George is the most popular bet player prop for points. 15.5 over is heavily juiced. I didn't realize this. I was listening to something, but they said that he had 19 points with 6 minutes left in the third quarter, and he ended with 19 points.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Maxey also apparently ran out of gas. I forget the very end of that game, but
he did. I think they both hooked their props. George and Maxey.
They both hooked their. Oh yeah, I could see that. Right. So the Knicks on the spread are the most popular bet. The second most popular bet is the Knicks money line. Miles McBride is the most popular player prop bet, over 14.5 PRA. Under Paul George assists. Here you go with this fucking plus EV bullshit. Maybe it's fucking Caruso's favorite play. I only say that because he was on Cats under assists. I don't know who's taking under assists if you're not just like looking at some fucking algorithm. That's what I want to know. Let's think about this game, Steak. Let's talk about it like human beings. You respect the Philadelphia 76ers enough to win 2 games in the series because you're on the over 5.5. I respect the 76ers enough because I took them to win it all 50-1. That's not happening. However, I don't think the Sixers are going to go out like a bunch of bitches.
I don't either.
The injury stuff does make it a little interesting because I have to admit, I think I like OG Anunoby, and I think he was really starting to get into a groove, and I think him not being in the lineup has serious potential to throw them off, at least in the first game. So I don't know if this is square, but if you were to tell me, hey, Embiid's going to play tonight, actually, fuck it. Even if Embiid doesn't play tonight, but if OG is out tonight, We don't often do this as contrarians, but I like the Sixers.
Yeah, and I like the Sixers too.
You do.
Even with what you said. While we talk about this game, I'm just going to be under the assumption that OG is not playing. Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, and Embiid are. That's what I think. I don't know shit. You don't have to listen to me. I'm the same guy who bet a testicle that Ant wouldn't play week 1, and so I shows you what I know. I don't know anything, but that's what I think. I think out of those 4 guys, the only guy who will be out is OG. I think that's huge. He's been really, really good, consistently really, really good in the playoffs, especially the last 5 games. I like the Sixers. I have to like the Sixers. Like you said, I think this series goes over 5.5 games because I think the Sixers are going to grab 2. Well, that sure as shit doesn't happen if they don't grab this one. I do like Philly tonight. They will be on my card. I'm not bailing on them like I did with the stupid Cavs.
Am I lagging again?
It's hard to tell. There's a long pause between when you say anything back to me, but I think we just have to fight through at this point.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I got everything off. Let me just see. There's one more thing I can do.
Since we've been here, this is the risk.
My phone's off last night.
Going to be tough. You keep talking.
I can't hear you. Should we just keep doing it?
Yep, you keep talking.
Keep talking? Okay. Yeah, I like the Sixers. And I'm trying to think if I like the Sixers, who do I like? Well, I'm not the biggest Oubre guy. Nothing against him, but it's not a guy I'm going to bet on. VJ Edgecombe looked so much better in game 2. He's a guy who I think will only improve, so I'll put him in the category of considered a wager on. Paul George, I don't know. I really respect his game, what he's brought to the Sixers in the playoffs. Still don't know if it's a guy that I'm going to put my money on. And then there's nobody else on the Sixers bench that I think is really worth a shit. I don't know anything about this Barlow guy. I like Edgecombe and I like Maxey. Probably the 2 most squarest guys, assuming Embiid is out. So my question to you is this. If a guy has to pop off, I'm thinking Edgecombe hits a couple threes. So I'd maybe go over 2.5 threes. Or I would say, fuck it. Let's just go Tyrese Maxey over 25.5 points. Which one would you like more?
I would never be opposed to betting on Tyrese Maxey, whether Embiid plays or not. I've said it before. I think Tyrese Maxey is really the 1A guy on this team, and he's definitely the closer. If you want to bet him, that's fine. I like VJ Edgecombe the most. For the Knicks, I think what's interesting is you said Miles McBride is the most popular prop. With OG out, that makes sense because he's the shot maker. I don't know if I have the stones to do it, but I actually think the guy who has to step up the most with OG out is Bridges. So I've never had success betting Bridges because he's a Prize Picks employee, but I do kind of want to bet Bridges today.
Am I back?
Yeah. I mean, you're back. The lag's bad for sure, but you're back.
All right. I went to my hotspot. We'll see if that changes it up a little bit. The Wi-Fi over here is awful. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear anything you said. Sum it up for me. What do you like?
Sure, I'll sum it up here. I like VJ Edgecombe. Never mad about a Maxey wager. I understand why people are betting Miles McBride, but I would bet Mikal Bridges to be the guy to fill in for OG production.
I don't hate that. He looks a lot better. I just want to go to by player, and
Can I tell you all the things I've been called on the stream real quick since I'm not wearing a hat?
Yeah.
Jelly roll. Jelly roll's crazy, by the way.
Oh
Mike Bibby.
Yeah.
A 2K My Career player. And who was the last one? Oh, Carlos Boozer.
2K My Career player is my favorite. Mike Bibby, second favorite. Carlos Boozer, not bad. Jelly roll. Who said that? It's on site. Dawes said that?
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter. I'm not a violent guy, but I'm swinging.
That's crazy.
You can't be calling my guy Jelly Roll. That's crazy. Prison Mike Bibby is good. Yeah. Gray head. What's wrong with Jelly Roll? I don't know. We're not having the fucking Jelly Roll.
Oh my Lord. So Goose is a Jelly Roll guy?
Isn't that surprising?
Good music.
Oh.
Oof.
Not that I even hate Jelly Roll. It's just all the stuff you don't like, but you like Jelly Roll. I just, yeah. I need a second.
I'm the king of rage.
I've said this about Jelly Roll. If he's a good guy, he's a good dude. I'm not going to hate on him. I'm not going to shit on him. I like good human beings above all else. But I think at the same time can say this without anybody coming at my fucking throat. His music's just not for me. Right?
Yeah, he's not my favorite. I don't even hate him. That's the thing is
Yeah. Spent all your VC on tattoos. What does that mean?
That's the same creative player joke.
Oh.
Like you spend points to add things. I spent all mine on tattoos. Chet Hanks is crazy. This is crazy.
Chet Hanks.
I gotta stop reading the chat.
Yeah, you do. VJ Edgecombe over 2.5 threes plus 212 on the green book. Put that to my card. Put that on my card. All right. Let's talk about this. Wow, there's no days off. No days off for these teams. One day in between.
Kind of awesome. Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Wow, I'm very impressed. Back in the day, the NBA would have 2, sometimes 3 games off. It was crazy.
Especially when you flipped courts, like flipped home courts. You'd usually be 3 days off, I feel like.
Yeah. What's the travel between San Antonio and Minnesota? I guess it's not that far.
It's not that bad at all.
2 hours, two and a half. Philly and New York makes all the sense in the world. I mean, they don't even have to hop on a plane. They could their drivers could take them. Anyways, Sixers. Sorry. Spurs. 4.5 point favorites on the blue book on the road. Total is around 216. What kind of game do you think we're getting tonight, Steak? It's got to be a Timberwolves coming off of getting disrespected and embarrassed, but also at the same time, we say this a lot in the playoffs, scheduled losses, right? Like the away team, the road dog, game 1, scheduled loss. If you win game 1, you can have a scheduled loss in game 2. It's a win for the Timberwolves to come back to Minnesota 1-1 in this series. So you would have to think a Minnesota bounce back feels pretty obvious. However, I'm not necessarily trying to play that game. I'm just pointing it out. Do you think the Wolves at home with the points will be a trendy dog? Keep talking.
I think they'll be a trendy dog, and I'm going to continue to stand on business and take the Spurs again. With that being said, I'm not expecting as bad of a performance from the Timberwolves. Matter of fact, I bet they'll be a lot better, which I was wrong about this yesterday with the Cavs, so I don't know if I should try this again, but it leads me to liking the over. I just think there's no way the Timberwolves don't put up over 100 points this time. They were very, very bad. They really got nobody going. But the Spurs, I don't think anything was weird about the game 2 performance from the Spurs or out of character. That's how they played all season. That's why they're the 2 seed. That's why they won 60 games, because they're really, really good. And even if 1 to 2 guys have an off night, there's still 4 guys left that are really, really good at putting the ball in the hoop. And I do think it's an obvious bounce back for the Timberwolves at home with Ant. I don't care. I know people like T-Wolves. I think they'll have a better game. I'm sticking with the Spurs, but I'm not expecting like 140 to 100 type of game. I think it'll be one of those ones. It'll be close throughout the game. Maybe Spurs up 4 at half, up 5 going into the third quarter. It's within single digits, and the Spurs pull away at the end. That's what I'm expecting in this one. Not a blowout, 40-point win again. But will I be surprised at the end of the day if it's just like the Pistons game where they end up winning by 10? No, I will not be surprised.
Okay. Fair enough. Player props in this game. I can't lie to you. I don't know that a whole lot is speaking to me.
The most obvious thing I could say is Ant back at home, game 3 of the series.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to do that, really. I just think it's worth talking about. He's at 22.5. He's on a minutes restriction. Man, it's tough to figure out. You're not getting the same intensity out of Jaden McDaniels, really. I feel like 14.5 is too high for him. I do not know. Castle again. I like Castle again.
Business end of the series. Does Ant hold dip? Hold dip? I don't know what that means. Dylan Harper PR. Ant sucks at home. AO's not playing. Oh, interesting.
I'm not saying AO isn't playing. He does have props up. Just sharing that. I didn't know it was a given that he wasn't playing.
Okay. I like the Sixers. I like VJ. Not really anything speaking to me in this game. What did the Spurs do when they went on the road against the Blazers? They won both games, right?
Yeah, but they took their punches for sure. I think one of the games in Portland, they were up by like 16 points.
Well, in game 1, or game 3 in Portland, weren't they down by like 18 or 16 and came back?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Maybe we could see a little bit of a Buffalo Sabres thing where they came out sluggish game 1 of the Bruins, came out not sluggish game 1 of the Habs, game 1 on the road. He came out slow against the Blazers, game 1 on the road, Minnesota. Coaching, and now a little bit more experience. You come out and you play a good first quarter. I might go Spurs first quarter in that logic.
1 second, sorry. Just went to my Publix first. No Zins. I don't care about that. If you walk out of there without a chicken tender sub, you're making a mistake, Nerfy Chad. And even if you've already walked out of there, go back in.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I'm coming down off of the Publix.
I don't care because you've had 100 and you've lived in Florida your whole life. But for a guy who's never had one, he should have one.
Yeah. If you're not in the mood for a chicken tender sub, I'm an ultimate guy. That's my go-to. I love the ultimate. But anyways, let's go to the ice and let's talk some baseball before we get Krabs up here and talk some PLL. The Habs, I feel like I got to go back to them. Habs and Sabres, but I also want to be clear. I've realized something, and I don't like this about what I'm doing and what I've been saying. I feel like I've come off as somebody who I feel like I've come off as a Habs guy and not a Buffalo Sabres guy, and I don't like that. I don't want that. I'm a Sabres guy. Like gun to my head in GTA, I'm a Sabres guy. I know I'm a Buffalo guy. I want to do right by the good people of Buffalo. Snide's in here, diehard Sabres fan. I bet the Canadians to win game 1. They did not game 1. I will tell you this. I feel obligated to bet the Canadians to win game 2. And I'm probably going to have to bet them to win game 2. But I just want to make it clear. After this, I'm all in on Buffalo. Like, I still very much respect the Canadians. I think they are capable of winning the series and even potentially beating the Canes to win the East. I truly believe that. So I just want to make that clear, and I think I went a little overboard, and it made it feel disrespectful to the Sabres. I'm probably going to bet the Canadians one more time. After that, I'm all in on Buffalo. Steak, go ahead.
I guess maybe over. I don't think I'm going to take anything in this one. I agree with what you said about Canadians. I just don't want to fade the Sabres, and I said that last game too, and it worked out well. I have something I like in the second game, but in this one, I could tell you on the over. If you were going to take it, that'd be the only thing I'd take in this one.
Okay. All right. Talk to me about the Ducks and the Knights. What do you like? Pick them.
Kind of want to go back to the Ducks.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that most people would really want to go Knights here in a bounce back?
I don't know what most people are thinking. I thought people really liked the Knights, but now I'm not so sure.
Yeah. I think people like the Knights, but I don't know shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, they could. I'm done fading the Ducks. Done. Talk about me respecting the Canadians. I think I was a little late to this party, but the Ducks are quacking. And you know what? The Ducks are fun. Like the Knights, I don't know. They just feel a little stale. They talk about this on Pardon My Take. They're absolutely right. I don't want to act like I'm just stealing their take here. The Ducks uniforms are awful. I hate how orange they are. I'm going to go ahead and say this feels like a game that's either going to be super tight and like a 2-1 final, or it's going to be electric and we're going to have 10 goals. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I think I might either alt the under or alt the over. I'm going to sit on that for a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on that. All right, let's get into the baseball board.
Real quick, you didn't recap, but Canes and Reg was fucking air.
Great job. Great call. I had Aho to score a goal. He did everything but. He had a beautiful no-look assist to who was it? Svechnikov. I love Svechnikov. Ehlers had a goal. Yeah, it was a great performance by them. They were dominant. I think Zegras got on the board once. That was about it. I think Biev had the team total over for the Flyers. That was a very sharp play. All right. Let's get Canes are just better. They're so deep. Yeah, well, somebody was talking about like didn't they say they had lack of depth? Didn't somebody say that? Or maybe they did. No, you said the Canadians didn't have lack of depth. That's my bad.
That's all me. Right. That's me.
Yep, that's okay. I don't know why I woke up with like a fucking sore throat, so I had to find some cough drops. I don't know what's going on. Let's go to the board, Steak. In baseball, we have hella games, so we're gonna have to really power through this. First one up, Houston Astros and the Cincinnati Reds. Man, I bet the Cincinnati Reds are so elated to be out of Chicago. My God. Walk-off after walk-off after walk-off. What's another name for cough drops? That's right. Yep, Nant virus. Very funny. Lodolo's going. I'm showing he's got a 0 ERA, so maybe this is his first game of the season. It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Reds are -130. The total is 9. Burrows, who I heard Rude Betts talking about this in his stream for the few minutes I was in there. He said that Burrows is getting close to meatball territory. He's got a 6 ERA. The Astros are 5-5 in their last 10, but the Reds are really struggling. 2-8 in their last 10, 20-18 overall. Very unfortunate. Right around the same time, I think I texted you and Cam his money, like, "Hey man, I want to do something real big with the Reds. Maybe World Series, maybe this." And of course, kerplunk they go. I don't know, Steak. What do you think?
South Stewart homered in their last game. If you care about that, JJ Bleday is a hot dude. He homered back-to-back games and then had a 2 RBI double yesterday. I think you're crazy if you're betting -136 with the Reds. I feel like people do like Lodolo, but it's his first start. So I don't know if anyone would like that. It's tough because I would press the Reds here, but I'm not a falling knife gambler anymore. So I probably have to stay away. I really don't like the Astros, and I think Burrows sucks. So it's Reds or nothing. But in order to try to be a better gambler, I think I should stay away.
Yeah. Sorry, I read a text and I tuned out for just a second. Did you say you think this line looks short?
I don't think it looks short. I think nobody would want to pay -136 for the Reds right now. They haven't won in like 10 days.
Even though Lodolo is kind of a popular pitcher?
Yeah, but it's his first game.
True. Okay. All right, let's go to Philly. Luzardo going against the Rockies. The Rockies ended up beating the Mets. Unfortunately, I was not correct. I cannot Vic lap the Mets sweeping the Rockies. And we got double fucked because that was a grand slam. Luzardo going, not good this year. 5 ERA. Phillies are about a -210 price. Total is low in this one, 7.5. I don't really know much about this Dollander guy, if he's a bullpen, if he's a starter. But the Phillies got ass blasted yesterday. It was good to see the A's wake up. It was great to see Bangaliers in his first at bat come through for us, 7-1. Shout out the Pickett stream. Thanks everybody that was in there. It was a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, I think that this total is very, very telling. Maybe it's a weather situation. It's pretty windy over here in New York. It's cold. So I don't know what Philly is like today. I'm wondering if Luzardo shoves.
Maybe they both shove. I would assume if it's at a 7.5, there has to be some weather involved, but I'm still with you. Not too many hot dudes to talk about. I'm not taking Jake. What's the guy's name that hit the grand slam? Jake Matthews? Jake something. I don't remember his name. Somebody, Jake something. Jake McCarthy.
Yeah.
I'm not taking him. Kyle Schwarber homered in the ass blast yesterday. He was the only run for the Phillies if you care about that. I probably won't. I might take him, but no, I like the under in this game.
Oh, my God. Jesus Luzardo is coming off of a 10 strikeout performance. Before that, he had 8, 7 innings, 2 hits against the dog shit Giants. Woo, boy. 3 straight L's. Now he's won 2 in a row, and he is pitching really, really well after a bad start to the year. You know what? I ain't going to fade that. But how can I bet Jesus Luzardo? Do I go outs? Do I go under hits? Do I go under and run? Do I go over strikeouts? This is the challenge.
Rockies team total under?
Yeah.
Rockies first 5 team total under?
Yeah, sure. You can get fucked. It's probably going to be 1.5. You get a walk, you get a home run, and then every other pitcher prop wins. It's very, very challenging. I'm not sure, but I like Luzardo today. We'll keep it moving for tempo and pace. And by the way, don't forget, guys, if you're in here, make sure to follow the Twitch page. Make sure to like and sub if you're watching on YouTube. And thanks as always for tuning in. Fridays are a little bit more chill. I know a lot of people check out. Maybe they're going to have a little vacation. Whatever you're doing, hope you're enjoying it. All right, Baltimore, Bradish on the not a very good pitcher. 5 ERA, totals 9.5. The A's are coming off of a 12-run game in Philly. You got Lopez going. He's got a 6.5 ERA, lefty. The Orioles are -130. It would be Orioles or nothing for me here, Steak. And we bet on Pete Alonso hit home run, and he did not. So maybe go back.
He hit something that was a home run in 23 of 30 parks. That's been happening a lot lately. It's the Orioles for me. I'll go back to the Orioles. I think you and maybe both of us probably have to go back to Bangaliers, right?
Say less.
Yeah. And then Rooker homered as well. There's a couple
Rooker.
other guys. They obviously spazzed out, but Bangaliers is what excites me the most.
Rooker's been bad this year too.
What? Well, hasn't he been hurt?
Oh, maybe.
He
He hasn't really done much.
I don't
this
really
year.
feel like he has been all that bad. He just hasn't played that much.
I think it's very lazy to just call Bradish a bad pitcher. Alan, what else am I supposed to say about Bradish? I don't even know what the guy looks like. I don't know what he looks like. What else am I supposed to say?
You don't have to know what he looks like. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Bradish, Goots?
I think he is unbelievable when he's on, and he's been off this year, and I have full faith in him to figure it out.
All right, Orioles money line added to my card.
He's coming off of 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks. Before that, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks. He's got a walk problem. How about that? There's less lazy for you, Alan. He's got a fucking walk problem. There you go. All right. You want the Orioles?
I want the Orioles, yeah.
Toronto, Dylan Cease. Too late to take him to take the fucking lead the league in strikeouts. Unfortunately, he's probably in first place. Going against Detmers, -150. Man, this line looks a little -150.
Looks a little what? I'm sorry you broke up.
Look a little short.
Yeah, with how bad. No, the Angels just won back-to-back games against my White Sox. Before that, they were really struggling. The Blue Jays just lost 4 in a row, got swept by the Rays where they scored 4 runs. Yeah, I don't think it looks short in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Yeah, no, I
Bro.
didn't. No.
Okay, hold on. Dylan Cease, good pitcher.
Sure.
Detmers, fine.
Yeah.
Toronto, everybody loves to bounce back, and they're at home. They're 10-8 at home. The Angels are 7-13 on the road.
-163. How could you make that any higher?
You can't make Dylan Cease -180.
Not with the way the Blue Jays are swinging the bat right now. No, I don't think you can.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You know what? I might take the fucking Angels. Oh, did the Cardinals win last night?
Good question. I don't know.
I hope they didn't.
Past my bedtime.
Click the
They did.
God damn it.
Motherfucker. I love when Alan Dims puts a play. I got to say, when he's not just chirping and he puts a play, I like that. So Alan Dims took the under in Angels Blue Jays. I'm going to take it.
Okay.
I'll take the credit if it hits. If it loses, I blame Alan Dims.
Probably means Detmer shoves. Boston, -130 against the Rays. Did anybody in the Pickett stream send Jovan my message by Raven?
I guarantee you can do that for us, Krabs, in 14 minutes.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure that Jovan knows that he's a dirty skank, okay, for fading the Rays, the hottest team in baseball, and taking their team total under. I think he almost had life because they scored 3, didn't score for a while, and then Junior Caminero hit a ball, I think, 475 feet. Total 8.5 today. Schulten's going against Connolly early. I don't know what this fucking loser's name is. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What is there to say? What are you gonna do? You gonna bet the Red Sox? Is that what you're gonna do? When I say you, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
no. But let's be honest. If you're betting the Red Sox today, it's just not what you should be doing. I'm not saying you won't eventually catch this falling knife that is fading the Rays. It's just stupid to do. And KP just said it perfectly. You don't fade streaks in baseball. Right. I wish I had been riding the streak, but I haven't been, so I can't get involved now. But I would bet the fucking Rays if I was betting anything. I sure as shit wouldn't be paying a -136 price to bet this Red Sox team that you just never know what team's going to show up, and the Rays can't stop fucking winning. So I don't know what you're thinking if you bet the Red Sox here. Seriously.
Yeah. Where's your Rays hat? I actually don't have a Rays hat. I have a Rays shirt, but it was when I was probably 25 pounds lighter, and it doesn't really. I could wear it, and you would all make fun of me. Do I have a Rays sweater? No. You know what? I need to get Rays swag. I'll order something.
I got a sick Wade Boggs jersey.
Oh, I have a Wade Boggs jersey.
Yeah,
that's in my closet. I could just wear that, but it's not warm enough. Anyways, yeah. Good luck if you're pressing the Red Sox. Good luck, and I don't mean it. Marlins, Snelling, lefty, -130, 135 against the Nationals, against Forrest Griffin. Griffin is got a 2.31 ERA, total 8.5.
Foster Griffin, and is this Robbie Snelling? Is Robbie Snelling a debutante? Debutante.
Like
Marlins money line, add to my card. Sorry, Krabs. A lefty debutante. I love it. I don't care. I don't care how hot the Nationals are. They've never seen this guy before. No one's ever seen this guy before because he's a debutante. Second highest prospect. I am in, dude. I am fucking in.
You know what? I might go against you here.
Cool. Totally fine.
And I usually am on the side of betting on debutants.
Yeah.
No familiarity. But I don't know. These Nationals are they're hitting the ball. They're swinging the bat. 18 and 20, 12 and 7 on the road too. You road warriors. Going to Miami, first night in, they're not going out and partying. They're not going to 11. They're going to hang out. They're going to take it easy. They're going to go to Marlins Park in front of 85 fans. They're going to hit the fucking shit out of this debutante, and then they're going to go party. That's what they're going to do. Give me the Nationals today. Fuck steak. Messick pitching for Cleveland. Don't ask me about this guy, but Alan Dims will tell you everything you need to know. Lefty 2-4-1 against Prelip. Total 7.5. Twins kind of cooling off here, 4-6 in their last 10. The Guardians, not your granddaddy's Guardians. 500 team, 9-7 at home. They got to get right. What do you think, Steak? Is the Guardians minus 140 to play here?
Pass. I'm gonna pass.
Fair.
I don't want to pay the minus 140 price to bet the Marlins. I'm sorry, the Guardians. I wouldn't play this one. I'll look for a hot dude real quick. They scored 8 runs their last game. Twins gave up 22 runs in 2 games.
Is Messick a guy that people keep fading and trying to get cute with?
Naylor homered for the Guardians last game. That'd be the only guy worth talking about, I think.
Okay. Can you hear me, by the way? Am I lagging?
No, you've been doing good. It's been going well.
White Sox, Sean Burke, plus 120 at home against Emerson Hancock. I have a feeling maybe one of you guys can go look this up. Do the Mariners play really well in the south side of Chicago? Because I just have kind of like a vague memory of them going to Chicago to play the White Sox last year and just smoking them. That's kind of what I remember. I could be way off.
Yeah, but that would make sense, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Last year's White Sox. This year's White Sox is totally different. 6-4 in their last 10. I'd probably take the minus 130 with the Mariners here. I don't know. I don't like betting on a guy named Emerson Hancock, though.
Yeah, that's fine. We need a win here. We lost back-to-back games to the Angels. Not pretty. I need a W here. Excited to bet on them again. Hot dudes, none really coming to mind. Mariners, first team to beat the Braves in a series this season. I could argue, all things considered, this line's a little short, but doesn't matter. White Sox money line.
Oh my God, Hancock coming on 14K performance. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would fade that, but I don't know. My system last year isn't really working as much. All right, Kansas City, Bubic against the struggling Tigers. 6-14 on the road are the Detroit Tigers. Yikes. 4-6 in the last 10. Bubic is minus 140 going against Keter Montero. Total 8.5 in this one. Probably lean under.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me make sure before I say that. Bobby Witt homered in his last game, right?
You texted me that he did, yeah.
So you have to do that.
Go back to him?
You have to.
All right. I'll write it down.
I don't know if they're dead sick money, but I'm going to stay away from him for now. Yeah, Witt homered and Vinny P homered. Both those guys have my attention for sure. I'm not gonna try to catch Fawn knife.
Tigers are dead. Yeah. I trust sick money too.
I trust him too, but I'm not sure I fully agree with dead, but I'm not getting involved. 6-14 on the road is brutal.
Okay. Milwaukee, Mizorowski, 2.84 ERA. You know, we put him in our season-long entry. I forget what we did though. Let me.
It's not whatever it is. It's not happening. He's really good.
Oh, you fed me cake.
He's really good. I fed you cake.
The Yankees are minus 120. Ooh, that is short.
Ooh,
holy Nikes!
We're getting plays on Alan Dims today. Fucking like it.
Wow.
Royals.
Miz left hurt last outing. All right. Well, I'm not betting on him. I'll tell you that much. I'm not getting fucked again by Reagan's. All right, here we go. Over 3.62 ERA. He's got a 2.84, so we're losing that. Jaron Duran, 70.5 RBIs. He's got 10. Oh my God. I put Chandler Simpson home run in here. That's not happening. Christopher Sanchez wins. He's got 3. Picro Armstrong, 139.5 hits. He's got 34. I don't know. I don't think this is on pit. What are you laughing at?
The Chandler Simpson home run was definitely me convincing you to put that in there.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. I don't know why I listen to you.
I don't either. You're stupid.
That's dead. Yeah, what do we like here? I don't know, man. Is this fake sharp? Brewers fake sharp tonight?
I was going to say, would it be fun to just bet some runs and see what happens?
Oh, that's good. That's nasty.
Cool. Yeah.
That's nasty. Who can take Mizorowski yard on the Yankees?
Any of them?
All the above. Okay. Sure. What are you laughing about?
What the fuck is this stream about?
I don't know. We don't have a good answer for that. ASAP Danny. We don't have a good answer for that.
Shit, I love it, dude. Makes me happy. That's a first time chat.
That's a first time chatter.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like he's got here when we weren't talking about like the dumbest shit ever. We're actually just talking baseball.
Yeah.
This stream is about baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we talk about sports.
Yeah, we talk a little sports.
No.
Wow. Dude, there's 5 games left. 6 minutes. Okay, ready? 60 seconds. Gone. What's that movie? Gone in 60 seconds? Make it quick. Kamar Rocker, B. Brown, Rangers, Cubs. Rangers are only plus 113 against the Red Hot Cubs. What do you say?
The Brewers or the Rangers are fake sharp. I'm not sure which one yet.
Okay. I'm not fading the Cubs. How's that answer?
Are you guys EV betting or just placing retarded plays?
We are placing retarded plays. Thank you for asking.
I would say in all seriousness, I'm not going to go on a rant on this. I really do think though, there is something beautiful about making retarded plays because let me explain something to you, Mr. ASAP Danny, who is an EV bettor. If you just go into a website that tells you what's plus EV and what's not, and you just make your bets based off of plus EV, can't anybody do that? Can't anybody do that?
Yeah,
anybody.
Yeah, anyone can do it. Alan Dims is in heaven. In this stream, ASAP Danny, EV stands for extra virgin.
Oh, I just realized I was saying the R word. I should probably stop doing that. It just kind of that I had a
Have you ever listened to the app, dude?
Yeah,
you listened to the things they say on the app?
They say bad stuff.
They say bad stuff. They got potty mouths, dude. The app has potty mouths.
Yeah. So no, but I don't want to make that a habit.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to make that a habit. I was more so reading a comment, so it's not like I just said it to say it. But I truly mean this. I have no issue with anybody who's betting plus EV bets because if you're winning money, that's all that matters. And I understand that. But I think to come in and flex that I bet plus EV bets. I'm not just saying this. You can have a fucking lab rat. You can train a monkey. Anybody can click buttons on plus EV. What it really takes to think outside the box and be unique and original and have some balls is to make those R-worded plays, okay? Not everyone can bet the White Sox every day. Not everyone can bet every Ray to get a hit. Not everyone can tell you that Wembanyama is going to have the first dunk of the game 14-1. Plus EV can't do that to you, ASAP Danny. Plus EV can't do that. So you know what this stream is about? This stream is about being a human being and thinking with your fucking brain, not just sitting there like a little fucking prisoner to Claude. Oh, I'm an AI slurper. Blah, 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 blah. Come here, computer. Tell me what to bet. Oh, I want to be a sports bettor today. You're not a sports bettor. You're not a gambler. You just want free money. That's what you want. Oh, I don't know what to do. I can't think for myself. So I'm just going to go in and bet whatever's fucking plus EV. That's what I'm going to do. And pretty soon, you know what else you're going to do? You're going to be fucking a robot. That's what you're going to do because you can't think for yourself and you can't even communicate to other human beings because you don't know how. Because I'm fucking plus EV communication robot and tell you what to say. ASAP Danny, you fuck. That's what this stream's about. How about a little human to human fucking connection? It's going to be gone before you know it. Maybe you don't want it. ASAP Danny, you plus EV fuck.
Oh,
Get
God.
out of here with the plus EV bullshit.
Dude, you were just fucking.
Somebody tell me what's plus EV today. Somebody tell me
Cooking
what plus EV.
with
Give me one plus EV bet.
Hot grease. Hot grease.
You know what's funny about this guy who makes plus EV bets? He thinks he's cool because he keeps saying the R word. There is no in between. There is no in between. It's, oh my God, I'm smart as fuck because I bet plus EV because I listen to what a robot tells me, because I listen to what a fucking someone else's algorithm tells me how much you pay for it. I don't care. You can do whatever you want for your money. And then when I talk to humans, I just say the R word. That's all you got? That's all you got in life. That's all you got. When I press buttons and make wagers, I'm so smart because I'm plus EV. Then when you talk to human beings, you say the R word. I got to be honest with you. ASAP Danny, I don't know you in person. Maybe you're a good guy, but just from my first impression of you in this stream, you are the worst of the worst.
God,
the worst of the worst.
I mean, bro, I got nothing. We used all of our 6 minutes on that, so it's time for Krabs, but on his fucking head for sure. That was worth not talking about the final 5 baseball games on the board. Yeah, hey, you didn't scuba, dude.
No, we can talk about it. I'll tell you right now. You know what's plus EV? Nolan McLean today against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ren Nelson, 6.68 ERA, total at 8. The Mets are going to win this game, minus 125.
You are on the Mets dick.
Actually, you're right. That's minus EV. I'm off the Mets.
Okay.
Off the Mets. I don't want to be on the Mets dick. I don't want to do that. Max McGreevy, St. Louis. Did St. Louis really win last night? Oh my God, they're 8-2.
They are just constantly getting disrespected. Griffin Canning favored over Max McGreevy. It's like, I'm not surprised, but God, just the disrespect.
Wasn't Griffin Canning on the Angels?
Mets. I thought it was, oh no, it's different Griffin for the Mets. Griffin Canning was on the Angels. I think you're right.
We can't have too many Griffins. We just cannot have that many Griffins. Griffin Canning, hold on. Oh, he's only had one performance. Oh, he pitched against your White Sox. Sorry. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. I gotta fade this guy. It is crazy to look at a baby and be like, yeah, I want to name him Griffin. Yeah.
Damn, we got a Griffin in here. I think I probably just.
I can't believe we haven't put this guy in timeout yet for 5 minutes. He's just mad that Book It Sports hat not selling. This hat is fucking is fly. I think it does sell actually.
Yeah, it's a nice try, ASAP Danny. It's a nice try. Let's
get this guy sucks.
Get Krabs up and moving.
Can we get this guy out of here? Is anybody going to act, or do I need to fucking? I'm
going to be honest. I haven't got to call out ASAP Danny yet, but that was probably a 1 out of 10 comeback after a rant like that. That was the best he could come up with, and he took like 5 whole minutes. You had 5 minutes, ASAP Danny, to say something funny or unique, and you went with he's mad that Book It hat's not selling, and it fucking does. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm disappointed in you now, too.
I am too. I'm glad. Thank God it's not just me up here. Hold on. There's 2 more games. Sheehan, minus 115. Dodgers against the Braves. That's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good game. Total at 8. I got nothing.
To bet. Watch it and not bet on it.
Okay. Last one. Robbie Ray going for the Giants. Giants minus 105 against the Pirates. Modzinski. I don't know why I thought this guy coming into the season was a decent pitcher. Apparently he's not. Total 7.5. I don't know. The Giants are terrible. I kind of just want to take the Pirates.
No, I'll pass.
Dodgers are a good bet here.
Giants are nothing for me.
Alan Dims could be on the fake sharp sheet today, by the way. All right, let's get Krabs up and moving. Let's talk a little PLL. We'll get our bets out there. Not that you really do or don't give a shit. I got to take a quick piss. Should we get Krabs up here to get going, or should we take a piss break?
Get Krabs up here to get going.
All right, let's get Krabs up here. Krabs, good to see you. Oh, you're muted. Goats are muted.
What's up, boys?
Goats are not muted.
How we doing? Thanks
Krabs,
for having me on.
Where are you? Thanks for coming on. Where are you this week?
I'm back home in Maryland. I'm watching my parents' dog. They don't like boarding the dog. They're extra. So like once a year, whenever they leave the house, I have to come in and watch the dog.
I actually have no beef with that. Big dog guy. Our dog. We try to find we try to find a boarding place for our dog too. It's actually a lot tougher to find. You can never really trust reviews. Where do your parents going? Are they going like a nice vacation?
They're in Hawaii.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, good stuff. I'm gonna take a quick piss. But we don't have time to waste. By the way, real quick, what's your hat?
It's a Hokie bird playing golf.
Yeah, it actually goes hard as fuck.
Is that a Virginia Tech golf hat?
Yeah, it's from like a third party. There's like a company down there that makes VT merch, and they sent me some stuff. It's pretty fresh.
Yeah, that's pretty. That is
Pretty
kind of
cool.
cool. I can't lie. All right. PLL. The
Yeah, you
Professional
go take a
Lacrosse
piss
League.
break. Let me fill the people in. And
Please
you
do.
can come back.
All right,
and
I'll be right back.
we'll get the podcast going. Okay. Steak, what's up, boss?
What's up, man? How we doing?
Are you going to wager on the PLL for the first time today?
Well, I want to be clear. I've already wagered on it because I'm a big Ron Mux guy. So I've tailed Ron Mux plays before. I am going to tail one of his plays today and then also make one of my own bets. But I'm going to let you talk about the PLL first, and then I'll tell you the team I've decided to back every game.
Let's go. I love that. I love that. Quick breakdown. This is the opener, season opener tonight. They're playing out in Salt Lake City. So there's 8 teams in the PLL. Okay, for any newbies out there, there's 8 teams in the PLL, and they have cities now, or they have states or cities aligned to these teams now, but they don't play all of their home games there for every game. They have a traveling schedule where every weekend they play in one city. The entire league plays in one city, and then the next weekend they go somewhere else. The next weekend they go somewhere else. So, you know, if you got your team playing at home in front of their home crowd, it could be a huge advantage. But the team who's playing at home has 2 games a weekend. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Like this weekend, they're playing in Salt Lake City. That's where the opener is for games tonight and tomorrow. That means the Archers are playing today and tomorrow, kind of like a doubleheader type. Some tired legs tomorrow, but let's stay focused on today. There's 2 great games. They're both pretty late tonight. They're both on ESPN+, 8 p.m. Eastern. My Redwoods, the team that I've loved since the league started back in 2017, they have seen better days. They're missing a couple guys. I'm still a believer. I still root for this squad. I always will. But they're missing a couple dudes still. They're not going to be at full strength, unfortunately. But I want to stay away from a side in this first game. You got Utah as well, who they're facing tonight. Utah was the best team in the league for 2 years in a row. And then last year, they were the worst team in the league out of nowhere. Shocked everybody. They were in last place. They couldn't score. They still had the best goalie. Their defense was still good, but they couldn't score a goal to save their life. They went from first to last, which there is a lot of parity in this league. It does happen more often than you'd think, but that team fell off. And I'm sure now that they're having the season opener, first game of the year at home in front of their crowds, they're going to be fired up to bounce back this year and get off on the right track after a tough season last year. Now, I'm not fading my Redwoods. Whenever I fade my team, it's always cake, and I just want to root for them in the season opener tonight. I do have a play I like, though, in this first game tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. First game of the season. You know what my contrarian crabby brain is thinking. Give me the under. Yep. Give me the under in this game tonight. Okay? And there is, you know, something to monitor as well. Usually the blue book is a little bit sharper with PLL than the green book. They both have odds up, though. But typically, if I see a different line on blue than green, I think it's for a reason. Maybe they know something. They're typically a little sharper. So total's a little bit lower on the blue book, which I love seeing. So I'll grab that under on the green book at 23.5. I think that's a great wager for the first game of the season when both teams are missing some pieces. I think you get a slow, low-scoring game to start out the year. And I like the under 23.5 in the Redwoods and the Archers game 1.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What made you a Redwoods fan?
So, again, I'm back in Maryland right now, which is like the home of lacrosse, I would consider it. I was a baseball guy my entire life. I didn't play lacrosse a ton. I played a little bit growing up, but I was more of a baseball guy. But the area I'm from is a huge lacrosse hotbed in Annapolis, Maryland. And I had a buddy a grade above me who was the goalie for the Redwoods when they first started back in 2017, Timmy Troutner, who went to my high school, was an absolute beast. So he was the goalie. Also, my second cousin was on the Redwoods for like almost a decade as well. So that's why I've always rooted for them. They used to have a bunch of, Baltimore ties. So I always rooted for them, and I've just stuck with it ever since.
Okay, fair enough. Talk to me about the New York Atlas, because as a New York resident, which I'm not over here necessarily proud of, but what I gotta lean into the Atlas if I'm to pick a team.
Yeah.
First of all, where do they play their games?
Let's see where they play them this year. I think
Red
they
Bull
have
Stadium
before. in Long Island, I believe.
Oh, okay.
James M. Stewart Stadium.
I don't know.
Ever heard of it?
Nope. I'm gonna look it up though.
Maybe it's like I could see it being like a soccer stadium for
Oh,
maybe
Hofstra.
So you're hit.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Oh,
I've heard of Hofstra.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess their home weekend is in Long Island. Yep. So the Atlas, Jeff, they have been the best team ever. I honestly compare them to the Yankees over the years because they're always supposed to be great and they always fall flat on their face in the playoffs. It's been the weirdest thing. You can't make it up. Of course, that happens to the New York team, but they're always extremely talented. They also get a bunch of UVA guys on their team, which I don't care for as a VT guy, obviously. So I've always kind of rooted against them a little bit. But they're always supposed to be great. They never actually come through. Now, last year, they finally came through. They broke the seal. They won their first championship last year. So, unfortunately, Jeff, last year was the year to buy in to the end.
Oh,
you're 1 year too late.
I can't pick the fucking team that just won the championship.
Well, yeah. I mean, and you know how our brains work, right? You probably don't even want to bet them anymore after hearing that they just
No, I don't like dynasties.
Hot dudes.
Oh, yeah, hot dudes. Sure. Here's some other weird stuff going on with this Carolina and New York game tonight, which I love. Carolina is like the blue collar team in the PLL. They've had some coaching changes, so I don't really know what the new vibe is this year, but typically they're like the blue collar, hard nosed. They play defense. They typically have an elite goalie, although I think he's out tonight for paternity leave. But their backup goalie is elite as well, so I'm not too worried about it. They have two of the best goalies in the league. But the new coach for the Chaos was the offensive coordinator for the Atlas for the last 7 years. So he was running the show up there in New York since pretty much the league started, almost damn near. And now he's taken the head coaching job for the Carolina Chaos, who they face in their first game tonight, which is I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. And I'm going to ride with the new coach on his new team and fade the defending champs.
You know what I like about these guys? I'm looking at their captains, Trevor Baptiste, Danny Logan, Jeff Teat, and they're all 5'10". And I think that's great as a fellow 5'8" guy.
They're also missing some of those guys. So they moved the season up this year, which is smart long-term because it won't run into football as much towards the end. But week one, it hurts them because there's some guys who are still coaching in college because the college tournament's going on right now. There's some guys playing in another league right now still. So there's a couple guys on every team this weekend who are missing, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's still going to be fun to watch. It's still a great product. It's still worth our time, I'm telling you. And I still love these two plays. Okay, but there are a couple guys missing, like Baptiste is not playing. Jeff Teat, who is debatably the best player in the league, Jeff.
Wow.
On your Atlas, he's out right now as well. He's still playing in the other league as they finish up. So a couple guys out for both sides. And no Jeff Teat for the Atlas. He's like their heart and soul. He's their glue guy. He pretty much runs their offense, whether he's scoring 5 goals or whether he's diamond. He could do it all. He's unbelievable. He's not out there tonight for the Atlas, which I think screams trouble, to be honest. Another reason why I like the Chaos.
Also, Jeff Teat is Canadian. Is that kind of a big deal that Canadian lacrosse player is the best? I didn't even know. I didn't know Canada.
There's a good amount of Canadians.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so lacrosse big in Canada.
Yeah, for sure. They love lacrosse up there, lacrosse and hockey.
They got a guy on this team named Cooper Frankenheimer, and that sounds like a dude I do not want to run into. Defensive midfielder from North Carolina.
Yeah,
you know what Cooper Frankenheimer sounds like? Those guys that were like going against Zuckerberg and when he was trying to create Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? The two twins?
Sure. The Winklevoss twins.
Yeah. I bet you he looks like them.
Kind of does. All right, so hold on. I got a question for you. So you like Carolina tonight?
Love
Carolina tonight. You like the under in the first game, which I get, which is contrarian. But hold on.
Yep.
I seriously cannot. I don't know if I can jump on the New York Atlas if they just won the championship. So
I mean, it's the worst time to buy in.
I know. Hold on, Steak. Just hold on. You don't have to throw your hands up. What are you talking about? That's like becoming a soccer fan and be like, oh, I like Man City.
Goose already got you a fucking jersey.
Well, hold on. I was going to ask if it's too late. Just hold on. I'm curious. I'm not saying I'm going to do this. If I got to be on the Atlas, I'll be on the Atlas. But hold on. I know you're a Redwoods guy, but if you weren't, let's say you were to just start, like I tweeted the other day, if I was to just start watching basketball, Cade Cunningham would be my favorite player. who would the team be? Like, let's say you got a friend coming in lacrosse, like you'd be like, oh, you should be a fan of this team.
I mean, it's all personal preference. Like, I would like somebody to pick a team that they care about the area personally. But
I know, right?
if I wanted to recommend a team right now to buy stock into, it's probably the two teams playing on Saturday against each other, and it's the Maryland Whipsnakes and it's the Philadelphia Water Dogs. I'd say those are the two teams that I'd recommend. The Water Dogs have a lot of Barstool ties, so those guys are always talking about them. And the Whipsnakes are a team where they're getting better. They have a great coach. They have a couple great young dudes on their team. TJ Malone is an absolute stud. Those are the two teams I'd probably buy stock into. But I mean, Jeff, you might have no choice, man. You might have to just buy a stock at an all-time high and just suck it up, to be honest.
I was going to say I could probably go with Philly. I mean, they're close.
Sure.
Water Dog's kind of cool. I don't know if that seems. So you mentioned it. I have heard that before because I listened to Pardon My Take. I think they bought some ownership in the Water Dogs. I don't know if that still is or is not.
I think it's just a joke, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I think eventually that's the game plan, but I think it's more just like them fucking around on the pod. I don't think they have actual investments in the league, to be honest. I think it's more just like they've kind of adopted that team and they always talk about it and joke about it.
On that note, in all seriousness, I believe the owner, the creator, the guy who started the PLL, you're going to tell me his name and I'll know exactly what it is.
Paul Rabel.
Yeah. He's been on their show a few times, interviewed.
Yeah.
He seems like an awesome dude.
He's a beast.
You ever met the guy?
Bunch of times.
Yeah.
Awesome guy, super sharp, very nice. One of the best lacrosse players of all time, by the way, back in the day. And a Maryland guy who went to DeMatha, Powerhouse High School Sports. That's where Chase Young, a lot of football players go as well in DC. He's a Maryland guy. I really do like him, and he's a really nice dude. He's doing a really good job running the league.
Hold on. In the chat, someone said is it Rabil?
That's how you spell it, but you pronounce it Rabel.
Rabel. Okay.
Yeah.
Rabel is awesome. He's married to the lady from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah.
And he's not banging Diana Rossini.
Correct. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's not doing that.
Oh, God. I have to say, not to derail us from PLL talk, but Jovan, is BTL on today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Steak, did you listen to Jovan?
Well, first of all, yes, I did. Let me just say, you need to deliver your message to Jovan through Krabs about the Rays. But then, yes, we do need to talk about real quick Jovan's take on Vrabel because it was crazy.
Yeah, we have a couple more games. We have 15 minutes. By the way, Kelly Berger, it's his wife. Yeah, she's a babe. So Jovan downplaying this. What there's no way. I've never heard him have a worse take. Jovan is pretty consistent down the middle of like having pretty good takes. You're the guy with outlandish takes. If you have one. What I'm not kidding. Big New England, big Patriots has gotten to Jovan. Where is he coming from with this? Trying to act like it's not that big of a deal.
I don't know. And Jovan is almost always right. Why we fucking love him. He's sharp as hell. He's almost always right. And he'll tell you. But I don't know. I operate off a very simple basis. Okay. I live my life off of pretty much one rule. Do the right thing. Be a good person. If you do that, all the other shit falls into play. Work hard, be a good person, do the right thing, and life works out. It makes me absolutely disgusted, sick, all this shit that comes out. Every day something new comes out, and I want to throw up looking at my phone. I have never seen a more disgusting maneuver pulled behind the scenes, kept a secret for damn near a decade, maybe a decade, honestly. Who knows at this point? At least 6 years. And then you talk about, it doesn't affect the league. Remember when Julio Jones was getting chirped by Diana Rossini and then the Titans got him for the low? I do.
Oh, I actually don't.
I remember that.
I don't remember that, but I mean, yeah.
I remember talking shit about Julio Jones for no reason when the guy's a damn Hall of Famer. Next thing you know, the Titans are getting him cheap. Guess who's the coach? Mike Vrabel.
Right.
So it's fucking weird. It's it's not right. It's bad people doing bad things, and it makes me sick. And so I can't stand for that. I have no pity. There's no leeway here with me. I think those two people are disgusting, and they should never work in sports or be in front of a TV or really get a job ever again.
Yeah, boo Jovan's first time I've actually ever remembered passionately like booing Jovan. But I was like riding my city bike yesterday listening, and I'm like typing in the chat with one hand, and I'm like boo. No, but people were talking about. I think I threw out there like, man, I wonder if Mike Vrabel steps down or gets removed, and people came after me. They're like, oh, what the fuck? This has nothing to do with his job. Blah blah blah. He's fine. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think there's a real chance that he wants to escape all this shit too and lay low. So
I mean, his family's never going to be able to go to a
Yeah.
game again.
exactly, especially road games. It's going to be brutal. Okay, not to derail from PLL. There's a couple more games back on. Goots, can you bring up the graphic again?
And then I got to talk about the team I picked.
Yeah, to be honest, I'd rather just go to that. I haven't labbed up these weekend games, but
Okay.
what I do want to shout out real quick before we get to Stakes team affiliation here, the Whip Snakes Atlas game on this is a different weekend. Hold on. Let me find the game. It is the game tomorrow. Yes, Denver and Utah tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. That game's on ESPN2. So if you don't have ESPN Plus, anybody listening out there and you want to get involved, circle that game, put a star next to it. Denver, Utah, that last game on the graphic is on ESPN2 tomorrow. So if you're not trying to purchase ESPN Plus, okay, maybe you're trying to save some coins, that game will be on TV for you, and I'm sure we'll have a play. I know I'll have a play in that game as well if you want to tail and make some money. Okay?
Quick
Perfect.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Denver's minus 178. It's the biggest favorite of the weekend. Is Denver good or Utah bad?
Denver's goods, and that's Utah's second game of the weekend, which is a serious handicap in my opinion. Tired legs, playing a second game, it's a significant disadvantage. We saw it a lot. Last year was the first year they did these double headers where the home team played 2 games in a weekend, and almost always that second game, that team who played twice, they almost always lost. Like you can't keep up with the fresh legs. So it's square, but I typically don't even like fading it, to be honest, Jeff, because it was just so profitable last year. And that's probably why you're seeing the books get out ahead of it this year, making Denver minus 180, which is a pretty significant favorite of the PLL.
So that was pretty much exactly my question because Denver's the team I picked. I don't know if you know this about me, but I got 8 sisters. 3 of them live in Denver. So I got a bunch of family in Denver. I honestly, I was kind of surprised when I started reading about the PLL that Florida, there was not a team anywhere close to Florida. So I went with Denver. Then we pull up these odds. I saw that they were minus 180. Are they considered to be the best team in the PLL, or it's literally just because of that second game in 2 days thing that they're favored by so much?
They are certainly one of the best teams in the PLL. They had a great year last year, finally, where we saw them put it together. And they've got Pat Cavanaugh, who's a beast. Brendan O'Neill, who's debatably the best player in the league, is on their team as well. Their attack, so like the guys who are around, the other team's goalie, the guys who were scoring, putting the ball in the fucking net, their attack is insane. Brendan O'Neill, Logan Wisnauskas, Pat Cavanaugh, these are 3 dudes who were all the best player in college lacrosse at one point. And they have them all on their team. And they have Jared Bernhardt, who played in the NFL for a couple years. He was like a practice squad guy for the Falcons, I believe, had a touchdown in the preseason, an athletic freak that was so good in college, best player by far at Maryland, so good that the NFL wanted him. He tried it out, didn't work out too well, came back to the PLL, and now every game I feel like he gets better, bigger, faster, stronger. This is a team that I thought was going to pull it off last year and beat the Atlas in the championship. They fell a little flat, but I'd like them to make another run this year. That's a great team to get involved with. And honestly, another great answer for when Jeff was asking who you'd recommend a friend to pick to get involved in this league and root for. Another really good answer is Denver, for sure.
Okay, my next question. From your experience betting on the PLL, is it a contrarian sport or is it just square pays?
So you gotta use a little bit of both because there's some systems with like the doubleheader you just don't want to fade and get cute. But there's also a ton of parity in this league where the worst team could beat the best team. The worst team could cover the plus 1.5 spreads, which is the spread is almost always plus 1.5. 9 times out of 10, the spread's plus 1.5. And you'll see a lot of times if the worst team's playing the best team, they'll still end up covering or sometimes winning. There's a ton of parity in this league. You could certainly get contrarian. I like backing like really good spots in this league where like if a team's coming off of 2 bad losses or a team's coming off of getting shit pumped, I want to bet them the next week because all the teams are relatively even. I want to back the more motivated team. I've found some success doing that for sure. And that's why I kind of like Carolina in game 1 here. a team with a new coach, a team that just won the PLL Championship Series, which is like a mini winter tournament they do indoors. So they have some momentum with their new coach, the new coach that used to coach for New York. I love that angle. And fading the defending champs, who might be a little fat, happy, complacent. I love that motivation angle. Give me the chaos all day. That's my favorite play today. But happy to hear you're rooting for Denver. That's a really good team to pick.
Yeah, good for you, fuckface. Yeah, I'm looking at these futures here. The Atlas are plus 360 to win it all. Denver's 4-1. The Water Dogs are 550. Kind of feels like a lot of respect.
And they're kind of due. So the Water Dogs have one of the best coaches in lacrosse history, Bill Tierney, who they got from the University of Denver, who was like probably the best college coach of all time. The dude's like 80 years old. And he was supposed to come in and get this Water Dogs team a championship finally. And they had this kid on their team, Michael Sowers, who's an absolute beast, one of the best players in the league. They just can't figure it out. This could be the year they do it. This is a great time to buy low on the Water Dogs.
Yeah, Sage said WSL job there. Krabs, agreed. I do think it's interesting. This will be something to monitor because it is always. It's. I agree with you. Ultimately, I do because I've gotten beat up so many times of trying to fade streaks and trends and things that work. It'll be interesting though because like once people do catch on to something and how profitable it is, it's things that worked in the past sometimes then they don't work in the future. Not everything, but some things. But if this is part of the reason you're seeing a team like Denver have such bigger odds than everybody else on the board because of these like back-to-back home things, that would be something to I would be curious to monitor in the season. So
I think last year only one team won their second game out of the 10 weeks of the season or 11 weeks of the season.
Question for you. The plus 1.5 being profitable. If the game ends in a tie, well, not ends in a tie, but if is there like sudden death, like an
overtime, it's sudden death.
Okay.
First
so
score.
You got the plus 1.5, you're in overtime. You win your bet. It's
win.
like hockey. It's like hockey. Okay, great. In terms of totals, we're seeing 24.5, 22.5. What is considered to be like a low total in lacrosse? Like do you ever see anything under 20?
No, you won't see anything under 20 in this league. Maybe once a season, if you get two of the best defensive teams, or maybe there's some guys out offensively, maybe you'll see a 19.5. I don't think I've seen that in a couple years.
Okay.
Typically you're getting totals that are around 22 to 24.5. Like we're seeing the first weekend. Perfect scenario here. These are pretty standard totals.
Okay. So like a higher total will be 24.5, lower total will be 22.5.
I'd say a hair high and a hair low. I'd say the average median total is probably 23.5.
One more question for me. Goalies in lacrosse. How does somebody, being a catcher, being a center, being a goalie in hockey, you have to be a little like have a screw loose. I don't know that I fully understand being a goalie in lacrosse because it looks hard.
These guys are freaks.
And it looks painful. So in your experience, I think you play lacrosse, or maybe you're just a fan of the sport, but like it sounds
a little bit.
All right. So it sounds like you've gotten to know people that play it. Are goalies psychopaths?
I play goalie. Am I a psychopath?
Yeah.
You actually don't seem like a psychopath. You seem like a pretty mild guy.
You think
Scoots is a psychopath?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
Goots has some psychopath takes, and I am a fucking Goots guy. I am. Goots could easily be a psychopath in my opinion.
Yep. So you got to be a little off. And when you're playing goalie, are you using your shins? Are you using
You're
your
using
leg?
everything, brother. These
fucking
guys are freaks. They're coming off the field with bruises the size of fucking bricks on their arms and legs. These guys are menaces. They have finally started to wear like heart like pads kind of that they'll wear like under their shirt, which makes me feel good because I'm like, one of these dudes is going to get hit. These dudes shoot like 100, 110 miles an hour now. They're freaks.
Well,
these guys are going to get hit in the heart and something bad's going to happen. So I'm happy they're wearing those, but like some of the guys will wear sweatpants. Some of the guys will wear shorts. They wear very limited pads besides a helmet. They're freaks.
Yeah. Nothing but respect to those guys. All right. Cool. Well, I'm going to see if it's too late to switch my team. If not, I guess I'll be in on the Atlas. Stay. Congratulations being on the fucking coolest team possible.
Too late. You're stuck.
Thank you, Goots. Thank you, Goots. You know what, Goots? You know what I could see Goots being the guy? I could see Goots when he's about to get into a fight. He punches himself in the face first, going and says, "Yeah, first one's on the house, bitch. Let's fucking go."
Or Scattaboo like headbutting a brick wall or something, getting fired up.
Yeah,
see Goots pulling that card.
Fucked up that's true.
Two guys real quick to watch out for, one for each of you guys. I mean, on your new teams, your new affiliations here. Steak, it's got to be Brennan O'Neill, who's an absolute beast. Met him in Chicago last year. Cool dude, stud, young, one of the best players in the league. Brennan O'Neill is a guy to watch out for, one of the best scorers in the PLL. He's huge, awesome, fun to watch. Jeff, your goalie right now, I'd say, Liam Entenmann, who's supposed to be one of the best new young goalies, was at Notre Dame, absolute studs. He's an above-average goalie. This could be a great year for him. That's somebody you should root for while we wait for Jeff Teat to get back. That's the guy I mentioned earlier, the Canadian guy that's out. But for now, speaking of goalies, you got a pretty damn good one to root for. Keep your eyes peeled for Liam Entenmann tonight. I mean, I'm on Carolina, but the only way New York wins this game is if he's just an absolute menace in the net.
I'm looking at this guy right now, and he looks fucked up in the head.
He's a beast.
Yeah, 6'3". Okay, all right, good stuff. Krabs, excellent breakdown. Good sell, Josh.
Appreciate you guys having me on. Good luck out there.
Of course. All right. BTL 12:30. We'll be tuning in.
Catch you, boys.
All right. See you, dude. All right. Good stuff. Goots, Krabs. Kind of want to be a water dog.
Yeah, I can just see. Well, I don't know. Goots said no. Goots said no, dude. I think there's already.
Can you just buy in?
It's crazy. I know.
Why is it so fucking crazy?
Just buy in.
You don't understand.
Teams can win back-to-back titles, Jeff.
I don't want that. That's even worse.
Sucks.
That's
you dig your own grave.
I'm not trying to like the
Who
worst.
the fuck wants to root for Philly?
I
Nobody.
didn't see you as a Philly guy, Jeff. I really didn't.
I love Philly.
Do you?
Are you serious?
Have you ever rooted for a Philly team?
When have I ever rooted for the Philly team? It's crazy. It's almost like I told you I have the Sixers to win it all 50-1. It's almost like I had the fucking Phillies over win total and to win the division which both cashed last year. But what does it matter? Root for a Philly team. I like the city of Philadelphia. I've always said that. Why don't
I like the city of Philadelphia too. I'll accept that.
I know that. We collab on that. You fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Then I have no more questions. If you want to switch, whatever, switch.
I got a cheesesteak review at Angelo's on TikTok with like 60,000 views. You're going to tell me I'm not a fucking Philadelphia guy?
I didn't really think you're a Philadelphia sports guy, but it doesn't matter. Oh, real quick, check AGP's DM and then we're out.
Yeah, I got to go.
I got to go too. Jay won at PLL and Jeff is flip-flopping already. Unbelievable. Yeah, go with your heart. It's fine.
Nobody told me the Atlas were the defending champs. I wouldn't have picked the defending champs.
I didn't Google.
New day, new Geo Sports. Who's in the midnight crew with me? Geo Sports, May 8th. Frank Michael Smith. The Geo Sports app. Okay, this looks like nothing we can do right now, but we will get familiar with it.
I will. Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. You have a great weekend. Good stuff. Good luck on all your wagers. We will see you. We'll see you bright and early on Monday morning. No WNBA talk because Steak said he doesn't like WNBA.
No, I didn't. I'm going to bet a team I'm going to pick a team to bet every day. No, I didn't. That's not true.
Oh, I must have forgot.
I said I would pick whatever team Sophie Cunningham was on, but then it turns out Sophie Cunningham's on Caitlin Clark's team, and I can't do that. So now I need a new team.
Oh, you don't want the fucking trendy team.
I don't want the trendy team, but they're not the defending champs. So then I said, I'll go with Angel Reese's team. I thought that was Chicago, but it's not anymore.
Tomato.
Just a lot going on.
Tomato. Yeah, you don't want to be a Fever fan, just like I don't want to be an Atlas fan. All right, I'm going to see if I can get a new package and be a Water Dogs fan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.